How people treat you tends to be a direct reflection of what you accept. People mirror to you things either you subconsciously do yourself or you subconsciously accept or consciously accept, whichever way. But regardless, people tend to treat us in ways that we allow. It's just the fact of the matter, man. You know, and getting older, I really had to understand like it's foundational to have boundaries set in place for anybody, stranger, family, or friend. Everybody has to have boundaries in place. That doesn't mean no one can touch you or be in your presence or consider you a friend to, you know what I mean? That doesn't mean anything specifically. It just means that you have certain things in place so people don't overstep and make you feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like you're out of order. You can't have that. If somebody disrespects you, you have to let them know, hey, bro, I feel this way about this. When you did this, I feel like it could have went in another way. You know what I'm saying? Letting them know right then and there how you feel about something in the right way, though. Make sure that you're communicating appropriately. You don't have to disrespect anybody. And depending on how they treating you, you don't even really got to tell them how you moving. Just move out the way. Act accordingly. Especially if somebody is just already disrespectful. They coming at you with a certain level of energy that you don't harness, that you're not putting out, and you know what I mean, just moving completely different from you morally. Just move out their way. You don't owe them an explanation. The explanation will be the absence of you. And that's another form of putting boundaries up, because people can't just act any type of way and expect to have access to you as a person or have access to your energy. You know what I'm saying? You got to put boundaries up around your energy too. For real, not everybody, you don't have to give everybody the same form of conversation. You don't have to give everybody the same amount of a time around you. You know what I'm saying? You can spend time with people you care about, but if you know, you guys only connect in a certain realm, fuck with them in that realm. At that specific spot, at that store, at that event, you know what I'm saying? You got to move like that. That's another form of boundaries. It's okay to have boundaries with people. Don't allow people to just act any kind of way towards you, around you, towards the things that you appreciate. You don't have to accept that. Simple. But getting to the point, if somebody is around you and you're being nice to them, you're telling them the qualities that you like about them, the things that you appreciate that they do, and they reflect those same things back to you and they tell you everything that you do that they appreciate as well. That's because you came with a certain energy and it was infectious, and they took that on and mirrored it back to you. You know what I'm saying? But if somebody said something crazy to you, like you a goofy ass motherfucker, and you were like, yo, don't talk to me like that. I would really appreciate if you didn't come at me like that. You know, I don't approach you with that kind of energy. I expect the same thing in return. And they say, oh, okay, my fault. You right, bro. I was tripping. That's you not allowing certain energy to infiltrate your force field. You know what I'm saying? And now they understand, like, oh, when I move this way, that's a full stop. That's a no-go. I took a critical hit when I did that. I don't want to do that again. I understand. Or maybe I shouldn't take that approach because I'm going to fail the mission. You know what I'm saying? I'm going against the program. Why am I acting like this? Let me go do something different. You putting that boundary up. You letting them know I don't move like that. And more people have to understand this, and more people have to start implementing these things early on. You know what I'm saying? Make it clear. Be clear with your boundaries. Don't beat around the bush. And that's just a quick little message, man. You know what I'm saying? I see a lot of people who act on disrespect or things that make them uncomfortable after the fact. And it's still valid because, you know, you're a human, you are an individual, and you deserve to have those feelings. But you can only blame yourself for things that you accept and you allow to happen. And the longer you allow something to happen, the more difficult it is to correct it when the time comes. So just be early on these things, stand firm, and move accordingly, y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for tuning in, man.